Hi there. We use Pretotyping to find the best ideas for you to invest in. Pretotyping is a way to present customers with the best case scenario to measure what we do versus what we say. In other words, to get data versus opinion. The way we do this is we get the best case scenario in front of 100 customers and we test and measure how they engage with our solution. We're not looking for statistical significance. What we're looking for is if we can't get them to do it in the best case scenario, we have to go back to the drawing board, or we can proceed in small increments from there. So what you see here is some of the experimentation methods of how we do Pretotyping in action. And the reason we do this is to avoid people running a survey or one of these tools which just gives you more opinion. So we're really trying to get data. So what we mean by data is to get skin in the game. And skin in the game is something more than just a like or a YouTube like or Facebook like. What it is someone giving you money or information or reputation or time or commitment or one of these things that even an email address is good enough. So a great example of this is the Mechanical Turk. Now the Mechanical Turk works really well because instead of going off to build a piece of software or technology or process, you just use a person to fulfill that role to see if anyone even cares about your solution. So a few years ago, we were called in by a customer to test Facebook chatbots to see if customers wanted the solution. And once we figured out what the problem was that was worth solving, we went off and tested this. Now remember, the normal way to do this would be to go off and get the budget, spend a few $100,000, get onto a roadmap, get prioritized, and eventually roll this thing out. We prototyped this in 4 days. Day one was really setting up a fake Facebook page that would act as the chatbot host. On the second day, we set up a bunch of questions and answers, and we got a person called Josh, so called the Josh bot internally, to pretend he was the chatbot. We got this in front of a bunch of customers, 100 customers on day 3. And luckily we did this because 8 minutes later, we failed completely. Now by fail, I mean people didn't engage, the proposition didn't resonate with them, they weren't interested in the solution. So really, we got in touch with them afterwards to figure out what failed, what did they like, what didn't they like, and that was the opinion piece. But then the important bit was, over the next 3 or 4 weeks, we ran a lot of chatbots and a lot of these experiments, a lot of these prototypes to go and figure out and test what customers really wanted by getting them to give us data and some skin in the game. So that's a short example of Pretotyping in action, and now it's over to you.